All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us in some Eve. And we are gonna put together another fleet. I need to find some stuff first. Let's see here. It looks like this guy is still on some ore here. There's 4 rocks left. Why, yes, I'll take one, thank you. So I just logged everybody in. I'll get a fleet up here in just a moment. You'll be able to join up. So just kind of doing a transition from one show to another here. And all right, so they are in different systems, and that's why some of them have ore and some of them don't. All right. Fly him over
active.
And fly this guy to station. Okay, so we ended in the last show with something kind of interesting happening. Let me turn on some different music. Let me turn on some like exploration music. And I'm going to build a fleet, and then I'm going to tell you what we got going on here. So let's see here. We'll get the fleet started. Okay. And get these other guys in fleet. I wish I had a button that'd be like, invite all these people to fleet. Oh yes, all of you auto accept, please. That'd be really cool. There is no such thing that I'm aware of. Okay, you can X up in Moon Miners, and I can add you to fleet if you'd like to be part of the fleet. And Moon Miners group has the chat group. It has several systems listed there. They are all systems that we're working out of right now. And so I do want to mention that
docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That, you know, I have something else that's come up here which is a little bit different than some of the other problems we had with when we were mining and had our own stations. I've had a few of the station owners contact me saying that they're not pleased that we're mining at their places. My typical answer is, well, this is Eve. You know, you got to protect your stuff, and, you know, so do what you will. And we did have, on the last show, we did have somebody get taken out, but they were a goon that came over and took him out. I don't think it was one of the station owners. We did have some of the station owners bumping and stuff. And basically, you know, the deal kind of is that they are not happy that we are going and mining at their locations. Okay, so first off with that, I want to say that I feel your pain. And so I'm speaking to all of you who are station owners that are getting all pissed off that we are, you know, out here doing this mining and everything. And by the way, I'm inviting all of you to X up and Moon Miners to come out here and mine, which is directly opposed to what they want. But if we go through the history of how we ended up here, we ended up here because we had a whole ton of stations, and we could not accurately defend them from even smaller corps. And so it really turned into quite a cluster. And, you know, I don't know, maybe with the changes in the changes that we have with war decks and everything, that maybe we'd have a better chance of of, defending on a war or whatnot, but I really don't know. I don't think so. I think that it's just something where we're destined to not own any stations because we do not have the manpower, the fighting power to defend them. And so we are stuck with, we're stuck with going out to other people's moons and mining, and then encouraging people to give tips to the stations, to help support, cover costs of fuel, stuff like that. But I can tell you that even with giving 20% or whatnot, some of the station owners are not happy even with that. And they just don't want us there at all. And I get that. But how do we meet the needs of both? Meaning that I want to mine, but I can't have stations. So we go out and find other people's stations, and we give them tips. But they don't like us coming by, so they get upset. And so my thoughts are, one, that we do, that when I'm recommending places to mine, that we're choosing public over private. None of these are private, by the way. None of these stations are private. They may be where you can't dock at them. They may consider themselves private, but that ore is there for everyone. It's just that they want the ore for themselves. I get that. But the crux of the problem is that they don't have control over it. I don't have control over all of you, but I'm very committed to doing all of this mining and to making all of this work and to do this in a new way of thinking of how we do this. So my plan is that I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive on scanning all of the moons so that we can, so that we have more moons, that I'm showing more moons available so that you can put up a station in this area. The more stations that we have that are pulling in ore, the less that will be at each station, and the more that we will be, we will dilute it more. We can favor public over private. I encourage all station owners to put in the bio of their station what their wishes are. If you wish for no one to be mining, well, that's actually probably not the wording you want to put up, because people are going to say, oh, screw you, I'm going to mine here anyway because I want the conflict. So maybe put something like, you should join our corp if you want to mine with us. Something like that, I don't know. And the ones that are public, put up how much you want as a donation or a tip or whatnot. And then, it can be maybe harmonious. The more stations that we have up, obviously, the more people are going to show up, but also the more variety there is, the less often we'll be at these other ones. Also, if you are a private station and you want to keep it private, consider putting up a public station that pops just before, 30 minutes before your other station, and list in your bio of your station where the other one is, and encourage people to go mine there for free and just donate, and to leave the other one alone because that's what you're using to help operations of the free one or whatnot. I know that costs you more and you don't make as much, but it is a potential solution. And then once we have scanned all 9 of these systems and have that all down pat, then I'll start looking for other systems that are close by, other pockets of 0.5 systems that we can mine at, where maybe we can dilute it out by spreading out a little bit more as well. So anyway, I feel you. I understand. and we are, you know, not. I don't want to be an evil person, but this is Eve, and I feel your plight. I understand it. I don't know how to make both coexist. So, other than you can go to Null, and you'll have good control over your mining locations, but that takes a huge group effort. And war decks are no longer a thing. You cannot war deck my corp because my corp has no holdings. You can bump us. You can shoot the smaller ships. You can try and bring in gank fleets big enough to take out orcas if you want. And where people are harassed, they're probably going to want to be there less. But all of this is still just a conflict everywhere. And I would say to you that this is exactly what Eve is for. Eve is about conflict equaling content. And I'm not really trying to make more conflict here to generate content, but this is part of how it works. So, you know, I sympathize with you, but this is the way it is. Yeah. So, all right. Let me maneuver things around here a little bit. And I am going to go out and I'm going to take a look at all the moons that are here. And we're going to use this ship right here because it's nice and quick. By the way, within 30 days, we will be a minimum of four times larger on the number of people that we have out here mining with our fleet. Minimum. So anybody who has a station in this area needs to know that and understand that. You don't have to like it, but I'm just being honest with you all. So, because that's just how I roll. So, all right. Okay, let's undock. Lucky Heisen, war awaits the worthy. By the way, we do have a giveaway right here, 110 PLEX. Get in on that today! ! Giveaway in chat. Get you a link to our store. You log in, get in on the giveaway, and you'll get an email confirming that you're in. It's free, and so do that, and can get in on that. We'll draw it out near the end of the show. All right, we're going to start here with warping out to other places. And then once we find a good mining spot, we're going to do another survey of another system. And first three systems are all listed on the schedule as tabs on the schedule, ! Schedule. Eventually I may move them to their own thing or something. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So, all right.
Warp drive active.
Go to the next one. Secret Chief 7. Woohoo! Man, I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back. There is 70 gold to everybody here in Secret Chief's honor. So thank you. And then Jacob Okatana, 25 months as a sub. That's 500 gold. Ooh, I almost typed in the wrong thing there. 500 gold to everybody here in Jacob Okatana's honor. Thank you. Again, much appreciated. So,
warp drive active.
As usual, if you're mining out here in these areas on stations that are not your own, check the bios, see what they say, see if you can, meet their wishes or not, and then,
warp drive active.
Go from there and favor public stations over ones where they say you're not welcome. I know it's not possible to stop all of it, but just the way it is. And if you're in a Hogs Corp and you're out here mining with us, you're welcome to apply to my corp here. I will accept you if you're previously a hog, if you're already a hog. And we have all of the stations listed up here in our corporate bookmarks. And in fact, we'll be having all of the moons that are of value listed in here as well.
Drive active.
What's needed to join the mining fleet? Go to the in-game chat channel, Moon Miners. 2 words, Moon Miners. Type X. I'll add you to the fleet. I am looking for our first mining location. I don't have it yet. I'm looking for it, but you can start heading toward one of the systems listed in the group there, and then you'll be pretty close by once I find some ore. And I will find ore. I'm very confident that I'm going to find ore today.
Warp drive active.
And lots of it. Lots of it. Smoky McPoticus. Or is that Poticus? Smoky McPoticus. All right.
You, sir, rock.
Thank you for follow. And then, look at that. Paps D. Sub. Woohoo! Thank you so much for the support.
Warp drive active.
And subbing. That's awesome. Let's see here. Let me hook you up. Uh-oh. One down. There's some more out here. He's almost full anyway. This is out at Nazarene. A few jumps away from where the rest of the fleet is. So, right, he is mining again. I'm gonna hook you up here in just a second, Paps. And we add Joe Mama to the fleet. All right. Start headed to the next one, and then perhaps there you are. All right, adding 1,000 gold to you. Spend it however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the Space Prince. And then we give it for Pat's T. Because of them, another 10 gold to everybody here in their honor. So thank you, thank you.
Warp drive active.
I'm looking on this other guy over here. See if he's close to anything that we spotted the other day. Vania. Hey. Oh, and he's we'll go check when he's full. He's almost full.
Warp drive active.
Sorry, first time doing more. What harvester do you need? All right, so Zell, the bigger the ship, the better. If you are able to fly an Orca, that's what I recommend. If you're not able to fly an Orca, then you can bring a smaller mining ship. Out of the barges, the skiff is the primary one that we would recommend.
Warp drive active.
But the skiff at the same time is also a higher end ship, and So if you can't do that, then you just get into the most tanky ship that you can, and you can come mine with us. You just need to know that that in smaller ships, you're the first target. So, unfortunately, you are the first target when you are in smaller ship. So, retriever, strip miner, okay. So as long as it's a cheap fit, you know, one of the $30-40 million ones or ISK ones, because a retriever could get taken out by gankers. You have to be kind of vigilant about that. Most of our orcas out here do not have boosts, because we are solo miners on these, and so they're set up for, you know, kind of solo mining.
Active.
We might have somebody out here who has boosts, but at this moment I don't know if we do. Mr. Mra, thank you for following. Welcome. Yeah, Orca is going to be the best. You're not going to get screwed with. Well, I mean, you may still get screwed with, but not to the same degree. So, and in a retriever, you should be able to make more money's worth of ore than the cost of the ship before losing it. It's kind of one of the ways of using retrievers. Yeah, if you're only a few days away from Orca, great. That works too. This is, I scanned this Saren yesterday, all the moons, and found some more stations. See, they're mining here. Now the DDMC guys, they're not too happy about seeing us. So if I find something at one of their stations, I'm probably going to just mark it down and continue looking and not come back unless we can't find other stuff. I'm pretty sure we're going to find other stuff. They own several stations in this system. I think they own a couple of stations in a couple of other systems as well. Yeah, no oracles in Highsec. And this is Highsec mining that we're doing. Everybody can join because it's Highsec. If we were doing this, like, I have mining available to me in Null as part of test. And it's high-end stuff. You can get good yields, you can fly oracles and all that stuff. But I couldn't invite any of you to join. And I'd have test people complaining about showing it on the stream. So Hulk 300 million. Hulks, man, they're pinatas. But if you can mine 3 billion for a 300 million loss and do that, then great. More power to you.
Active.
We will next month. We're going to build every one of the mining ships. And so we're going to put every single one of them together, except for Oracle. And we're going to test them out, see how they do and everything. I already know that it is still going to come back around for me to the winner being a Orca. But
Drive active.
I'm just saying that we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a look at them and everything. So, you know. All right. So, I found a spot. SCO. Who owns this station? Niver. A lot of SCO guys here. I don't know if they're related to the owners or not. There's nothing in the bio, so I can't tell you whether or not they're friendly. There's Bistot, Jaspit. The Jaspit's worth more than the Bistot, I believe. Let's refresh this, get today's prices. So Jaspit, 274. Bistot, 233. All right. Cosite, the highest value of all the ubiquitous ores, or Moongoose. I think we have our spot. So, let me, this is at least a starting spot. I don't know if they're going to appreciate us here or not. Sure. Okay. I'm looking at my other guy here. You drop off everything. He is full.
Warp drive active.
And then let's undock this guy. Okay, it's in fleet.
Warp drive active.
Hey, so get another one going.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna continue looking around a bit, look for a secondary place as well. Alright, so got that. There's one called public mining. Oh, well, that one, if we find something there, we'll move over there.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
In the system to look at.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I know you're hearing all this warp drive active. Flying a bunch of ships over.
Active.
Accept, thank you for following. Welcome. Alright, so that one is done. These are 2 jumps away.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Warp drive active.
Caddy, for everything you do for the community. You're welcome. Thank you for the support.
Warp drive active.
Have anything listed in here? Doesn't look like it. I haven't been in this system for a little while.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So I'm looking for a secondary spot. In case they don't like us there or, you know, whatever. This guy's landed here.
Warp drive active.
Doing so many things at once here. Turn on all of these.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so this guy up here. Him mining as well. He's mining. He's warping. He's still looking. Oh, there's a bunch of Cosite here. Which, I mean, out of the ubiquitous moon goose, Cosite's the best one. But that's all that's here. It's not... It's not the best stuff in the world to mine because you can't compress it, which makes it so you have to refine it out here instead of taking it to a refinery where you may get more, where you may get, you know, better results. So, just kind of move on from it.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So I have just
Warp drive
1,
active.
2, 3, 4, 5 miners today. Got 3 characters in wormhole space, and I'm just leaving them in there. So I'll be showing y'all in a couple weeks or something,
Warp drive
sometime soon,
active.
what I found in this wormhole space. It's actually pretty interesting. Figuring out how to make the money. Oh, all right. This has got a ton of Arcanor. Ooh, a Nice. Oh my. This is a good one. Let's see what their station says. Public moon mining Fridays. Will buy ore. Well then. Yeah, I actually gonna suggest moving here. All right. So, there we have it. I think that this is money right here. This is a lot. So, I'm gonna pull in my drones.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Wait, why is that one mining drone still out? Knucklehead. Hey, got everybody warping. This is a good moon. And it's public too. The Nice is the most valuable. Arcanor, second most. Scordite is Bit Lumens is who cares. Hey, I have them all traveling over now. All right. See a purple moon? Yeah, a little bit. I don't think purple is more of an effect from a star here than it is having to do with the moon.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Okay, I am happy with this place in public. Make sure you tip them well. This totally, Nice and Arcanor, this is a 20% tip type stuff because you're going to make a ton here. This is the highest end stuff that there is. So tip them well. Do I enjoy Highsec mining? Yeah, it's presents its own set of challenges, but it allows for mining with multiple ships simultaneously because you can leave them for 30 to 45 minutes mining on their own without having to worry about it too much. You, of course, always have to keep an eye on your stuff, but you don't really have to touch them. So, Old Man Gamer, always good deals at ye old Marquee Dragon shop. Well, thank you. Okay, so I'm warping these guys in now.
Warp drive active.
So this other guy is sitting up on the gate here. I'll have him warp to one of my other guys here in just a second.
Warp drive active.
Right. They are up and working. Nice is the highest paying stuff that there is. This apparently popped yesterday, so people have been mining here all night, getting fritch. For sure. Can you ignore the rats in Highsec? For the most part, they get annoying. When I have a fleet out, I just put like one hobgoblin out on one of them, and that seems to work pretty well. This is good stuff. This is a very nice moon. So we are going to go out scanning another system today. I think it's all set up. Everybody's mining. Everybody's going to get fat and happy. All right. So let me see what system I'm doing next. So we did Saren. We've done Tarta, Zuhen, and Saren. Oh, it's this system next that I'm in. Perfect. Perfect. Stations show up. Is there really that many stations in here that are all public? Okay, so I'm gonna end up scanning all these and then you know, building another report, another web page that will show you all if you want to put up a station, which ones are good in here, which ones are not. That public one, they put it on a very good moon. That one's kind of a rare one. So fire off one here and get it started. Hey, so first thing I'm going to do though is I am going to go and grab some lunch really quick, and then we'll scan these up. I don't know how many moons are here. There's a few. It's 40 or 50. So it'll take a little bit to scan them all, but we'll have it done. And any of you who are looking to play stations, I really recommend looking at the schedule. Because at the bottom, the tabs here, Tarta, Zuhen, Saren, these ones are done up. I put X's and more X's next to the really good ones. So you go and check them out, see if they're available. If they are, put up a station, start mining. Just know that it's in the area that we are mining in, and so we will be by sometimes. So, all right, I'm gonna go grab some lunch really quick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up this screen right here while I step away, so you guys can see everything that's going on, and I'll be right back.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.
All right. So, looks like they're all doing pretty good. This guy has already got 3.1 million worth. This guy 2.6. Looks like he's on the Arcanor. That guy 3 million worth. Yeah. So they're getting going there. Whoa, this has 44% Nice. Holy cow, first one, 44% Nice. Holy shit, and there's not a station here. At least I don't think there is. Doesn't look like it. Holy cow. Nice is the highest value stuff there is in Highsec. The only ore that has more value is Mercot, and it's only in low and null. Wow. Alright. Well, that's a good find right off the bat. Hey, so we'll go through and scan this stuff down, and I'm gonna eat my lunch.
You, sir, rock.
Get gaming. All right, resub 13 months in a row. 130 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. What's for lunch? Same thing that's for lunch almost every day, which is some rice and vegetables, a piece of chicken in it. All right, we've got to uncloak for this stuff now. So we're going to go through all these moons here.
Active.
Actually, I think there's more here than there was the system we did yesterday. Since we're on good ore, we can just keep on the ore and then just try and scan all these down as quick as possible.
Warp drive active.
And eat my lunch as quick as possible.
Warp drive active.
I'm very happy to have a nice fast ship for this now. Costs a lot more than the other one I was using, but it's so much quicker, which makes it so much nicer.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Oh, these moons are pretty big in size here. It doesn't really matter anything, but I guess they're a little bit easier to hit.
Warp drive active. Warp drive
Rats.
active.
Okay.
Warp drive
Try and go
active.
through these as fast as possible. Alright.
Warp
Glad I'm not
drive
using the
active.
20-minute probes.
Warp drive active.
So, my guy that landed there first, he already has 6 million worth. On Nice, it adds up pretty quickly.
Warp drive active.
All right. So, this guy, I'm doing a hardcore scan here of the whole system. And to scan each moon, I have to go to each moon. This is the list of all the
Warp
moons.
drive active.
I put them in alphabetical order so that I won't miss any. And just go one to the next. These are all scanned. These still have timers on them, collecting the data. Probably not going to look at any of them until we finish the set here. And then I'm going to put it on a spreadsheet for y'all so that y'all have
Warp drive
access to it. Any
active.
of you want to put up stations, I'm encouraging it. About 1.1 billion, you can get into a station that doesn't have anything special on the fit. It's just a station with moon drill, and that way, you can get mining. And the 1.1 billion, I think, includes fuel. I don't know. I don't remember now. We had it all calculated out whenever we were putting stations up. I really hate doing the scanning. Glad you're all hanging out with me.
Warp drive active.
This scanning, I mean, a few of them is fine, but it gets, it's the same thing over and over and over again. But that's part of why I've got a very fast ship now, and and the ship has also got a good-sized cargo hold, so that I don't run out of probes and everything. So I went and spent a lot of money on this just because I don't like doing this. But
Warp drive
this is
active.
part of how you figure out where the value is and everything. It's part of the process. And I want these lists to be complete because I'd like to encourage all of you who want to put up some stations to do so.
Warp drive active.
This will be the fourth of 9 systems to be scanned.
Warp drive active.
So one of the beautiful things about doing these orcas is that they just keep going. So, you know, I got these other guys. They're still mining away. They're still on the same rocks I set them on, you know, 30 minutes ago or something like that. So they're just keeping on going. I'm just keeping an eye on them so that, you know, if hostiles come into the system or whatever, I don't know.
Warp drive active.
So that's probe 20 that I've sent out. There are a lot of moons in this system. What ship is this? This is a Viator. The class is Blockade Runner. Blockade Runners are high-end industrials. They are not very tanky, but they can fly cloaked, and they're really fast to align. But they don't have a whole lot of cargo space. Like I have only 4,500 cubic meters of cargo space. But for this task, I can put a launcher up front, and I have a cloak on it too for flying cloaked. Right now, I can't fly cloaked and shoot probes at the same time. So
Warp drive active.
probe 23.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So next month, part of my plan for the shows is that I'll probably build one of each of the mining barges and such, and maybe test out, you know, how much they can get on their own, see what the EHP is of them, and how fast they are, you know, what are good choices for mining, what's cheap so you can put it out, and if it gets popped, so what, that kind of stuff. Like if you want to go mining or in a wormhole or whatnot,
Warp drive active.
you know, do you want one of the expedition ones, or do you want a retriever, or do you want a venture? You know, there's all kinds of questions like that, and so I think it'd be fun to go through all of them and just try them out. I have one character that can fly all of them, and I think she has pretty good skills on all of them. Find out, I'll have to look. I'll start training up anything on her that I need to. I don't think that there's anything I need to train on her, though. Other than she is finishing Expedition Frigate 5 right now.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so I see some questions about fleets and how we do these things out here. So basically, good etiquette is when you join us and you catch up with the fleet and you're out here mining. Good etiquette is to just get on a rock that nobody else is on. We don't double up on rocks until it's at the very tail end when there's just no available rocks left, and so you end up doubling up on them. Or also that's the time that if there's another field to go to, then you just head to the other field and let people finish up the rocks that they're on. Also, we don't have any formal buying out here of the ore or whatnot. We don't, you know, it's, I guess that in the Moon Miners group that if somebody really wanted if somebody really wanted to buy stuff from people out here, then you know you can say so in the Moon Miners group. We'll have people who will want to sell. So let's see here. Or, yeah, people want to sell, and so you know you can do that. Otherwise, what I'm doing is I'm just putting them in NPC stations for right now, and then I'll come through later when it's significant volume worth of stuff, and I'll start basically another big site here. So I'll basically collect it all up. Probably, and this is going to sound crazy, but have the majority of my guys will have like 10 billion worth of ore. It's going to be months before they are that amount, but the reasoning behind that is that I want to just get a huge volume together, and then I just want to get a huge volume together, and then I'll refine it all and start a big manufacturing run, or runs, probably of stations. And so I want a character that can build everything necessary for building a mining station. How much cubic meters getting in Orca per hour? Well, I don't know, I can look. So
Warp drive active.
this guy here, if I go into here and I go into simulate, and then I go into my drones here, and then got the mining drones, I can get 5 cubic meters per second with one drone. So it's going to be 5 times 5 drones, and then second up to minute times 60, and then times 60 again, and we're looking at 90,000 cubic meters per hour. He, by the way, is max skills. All of my guys are now max harvest skills. Every single one of them. Which fuel has the best markup at the moment? You mean like fuel blocks? Which is ice mining, not ore. And the answer would be, it probably doesn't matter, because everything's gone Omni.
Warp drive active.
On the stations at least. Ships still need stuff. There are more Galante ships that need isotopes than other ships, And so Galante stuff is typically higher because there's more demand, if that makes sense. No, it takes a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours to fill to capacity on an Orca. And at that point, you have a very sizable fortune sitting in there. See, the beautiful thing about it is, like, I'm doing this right here, scanning, and look at this. I got my other Orcas out here still mining. I haven't had to touch them yet. None of them finished their rock. They're just all still going. So I'm able to multitask much better with the Orcas. You can get stuff much faster if you want to use a barge and an Orca. It's very manual compared to what I'm doing here. I could be go fighting in a site or something like that while my guys are mining. That's how hands off it can be. But you do need to keep an eye on them so that if shit starts happening, you can take action. Three models. You got one of your characters back finally that was hacked. All skills extracted and ISK and ships and inventory gone. Damn. That's harsh. CCP do anything for you on that? Like, I wonder what their policy is on that stuff. So I just had my first one finish a rock here. Probably 45 minutes in. He's the only one that's off camera. Hey, that was probe 34. Good, I'm glad you know the benefit of low maintenance activity. Because this is easy money. Once you have the stuff, you just let them go. You can be working on other things. You can be even like doing like real work. You can go out and do gardening if you want. Check every half hour, put them back on the ore. Except, well, you know, it's not good to be that removed from them. Should be keeping an eye on them. You can do it however you want. CCP's trying to figure it out. Took him 11 minutes to clean out your character. Damn. What do I think about the Providence? I think it's a fine Amar freighter, if that's what you like. They consider it to be the most omni. It's the most middle of the road. You know, it depends on what you're wanting out of a freighter. Capacity is Kalari. Tank is Galante. Alignment time and time to jump is Minmatar. And Amar is kind of not the best at any one of those, and doesn't have the lowest stats of any one of those either. Uh-oh, I'm out of drink. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Hey, Seeing the end of the line here. This is the only one we'll scan down today. We will go over the results. We'll be sharing it with all of you, so you guys can put some stations up on some good moons.
Warp drive active.
It's probe 38.
Warp drive active.
The guys are still going away. One has 12.6 million worth, another one 9.1 million worth, another one 12.9 million worth. They're just making the money while we're going out doing this. Another one has 8 million worth. All of a sudden it really starts becoming something when you have multiples of them, you know? Right now I only have 5 miners out. Normally I have 7 to 9. But 2 of them I'll go back to alpha. Yeah. I'm gonna need another monitor if I'm gonna bring more of them back online. Because I really like not having to tab between them. Another like 4K TV to the set. Then I could run 4 1080p clients. And this, by the way, is what a 1080p client looks like. That one's 1080p. Compared to this one, which is 1440p, 1080p. But for mining and stuff, fit 4 of them on one screen, no problem. Interesting to see what we find in here, see if we find any gems. I already know of one, the very first moon we looked at in here, 44% Nice, and there's not a station on it. These miners PLEX themselves, Orcas? The answer is yes. The answer is also that figure on at good skills at a lazy rate of 20 million per hour after everything's been refined. And so how many hours, like what is it, 1.8 billion for a PLEX right now? It's actually kind of high right now. And so if we go 1/800 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're looking at 90 hours of mining. And so that's a lot of hours of mining. Now, can you do that? Sure. But 90 hours, man. Doesn't feel very good. And what does it take you to make the 10, 15 bucks, depending on what kind of subscription plan you're on. What does it take you to make that? Hour and a half? In real life?
Warp drive.
Which would you
active.
rather do? You can get Omega Time from us. Use a discount code, save a few bucks. Countries outside of the U.S., the exchange rates are fairly good for you. And equal some good savings. We don't charge VAT. So, you know, that's nice. And you can support the show. But
Warp drive active.
oh, what about 20 more of them? Oh my god.
Warp drive active.
Forward to getting another one scanned down. The song, this is WRLD. It's called Fighter. It's Monster Cat.
Warp drive active.
How could you start freightering? Oh, join the Haulers channel. Haulers space channel. That chat channel in game. Ask there. Be plenty of people to help you out. You can get jobs in there. I'll show you how to find them. Actually, if you go to my YouTube channel and look up, you know, like hauling for income or whatnot, then I have several videos about how to do it. What size ships to use, the ship fits, all that stuff. Exclamation point fits as well. Get you a link to blog where I have some fits for industrial stuff. I don't do much freightering in freighters. It's almost all done in industrials. And that's because the freighters, they're slow. You can take losses in them easier. And you don't make as much. You gotta be on routes with freighters that don't cross, like Narja and Udema, or there's Bale, kind of the third one. I think it's Bale. Okay, got about 15 of them left. What's wrong with those zones? You're gonna get killed. Then you lose your ship, you lose your cargo, you lose the collateral that you put up, and you don't make money. Freightering in Highsec is not a safe thing. You want to be using a deep space transport. That is the ship of my absolute recommendation for hauling.
Warp drive active.
I'm ready to be done with these. Beautiful thing though, 15.6 million earnings on one, 15.3 on the other, 10.9 and 9.6.
Warp drive active.
If I had 10 clients going right now, I'd be, or I'd have made 100 million in the last hour. Actually, it'd be more than that. When you get really lucky on some of these moons, the chunks are really big, and I've been on big enough chunks that fill an entire orca sitting on one chunk.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
That was probe 53. Wow, there's going to be like 65 total. Jaras, thank you for following. Welcome. Orca is the biggest that can do Highsec. There's Roracles that are bigger, but that's low sec stuff. That's a whole nother level of doing things.
Warp drive active.
So I still have 798 probes left. Woo! I'll be able to scan down all these systems without having to reload.
Warp drive active.
30 minutes in, you mine 815,000 ISK worth in a venture. Yeah. So, you know, you'll want to start moving up to a bigger ship if you can, because venture is the lowest yield out of all of them. You can only go up from there. On good ore, on the orcas, 18 million an hour raw. But by the time you can, you know, you refine it, and if you're building things and everything, you'll turn that 18 into 25, 27, 28. A few steps can make it really worth your while.
Warp drive active.
If you like a venture, you like the way it looks, you want an expedition frigate, then there are some of them that'll mine really nicely. Here's Crocite and Bistot. Just a single guy on it. He was not on my list either. This is also what we're going to find when I switch this over to being a moon list instead of a station list. We're going to run into people on good moons.
Warp drive active.
Doesn't matter, station changes owners or whatever, we'll end up finding them. Only a few more. Into the road is near. Here goes probe 58.
Warp drive active.
Almost done.
Warp drive active.
Gotta do this all in one sitting too. Really, to be effective with it, you can do it in multiple sittings, but it makes it harder to edit up. Just getting it done in one shot, it's better. There goes probe 60. 3 more to go.
Warp drive active.
Almost done.
Warp drive active.
So I will remind y'all, we do have a giveaway today. Some PLEX, exclamation point giveaway in chat. You need to log into our store and put the giveaway in your cart. Check out for free. And then we'll draw before the end of the show on the PLEX, the 110 PLEX. Okay, we're flying to the last one.
Warp drive active.
Had Alexa raw or up to about 18 million an hour. That's raw. That's before compression, before refinement. Can add about 40% to that for refining and everything, good refining skills. And then whatever percentage more if you use it for manufacturing and then you sell the manufactured goods. So you should be able to get another 20 to 40% above that as well. You know, when you have the whole thing up and running, you know, a good system. All right, that was the last one. Oh my God. Thank God. Okay, so I gotta let these last 3 finish up. And then let me get a spreadsheet started. Let's make another tab here. I'm gonna rename it to Hadja or Hadji. Yeah, the in-game channel is live shows, LIVESHOWS. It's also Moon Miners, but live shows has a link to Moon Miners. You can join our fleet, come out and join us. I'll be, taking off after a bit, but you guys continue on with the fleet out here. We found some good stuff. There's lots of good mining out here. "15 seconds left. There we go. Okay, it's done. So I've copied it to clipboard, paste it here. Let's get this to where you can see it all a little bit better. Here's all the moons, product, and then all of these I'm removing. They don't matter, not for what we're doing. And so basically what I'm doing here is I'm putting in 1, 2, or 3 X's on each of these moons as to how their value is. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. I actually have some formulas to apply to all of this, but I don't have I don't want to take the time to try and do it all here on the show, because there's a little bit of manipulation of stuff that needs to happen. But anyway, got all of this here, and so this is on the schedule, exclamation point schedule, exclamation point schedule in chat. Works in both Twitch chat and in YouTube. And get you a link to this. Go to the tab at the bottom, and we have some tabs here for some of the moons. This one is Haji, and I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to mark which ones have value, and then you can come out here and put up a station at any of these that have value. You can put up one that doesn't have value too, but why? But you can. So let's see here. Get some more music going. So this one here is really nice. This one here is very nice. It's got 43% Nice, and this is Planet 3, Moon 1, and
Warp drive active.
we can go look at it. I don't think there's a station here. And there's really good money in Nice. Nice is the highest value stuff. So here's the moon mining beacon. There's nothing here. This one is available. It's the very first one. And it's, according to this, 44% Nice. Cosite is okay. It's not. It's on par with about Veldspar, so it's in the lower end of the middle stuff. But Sergeant King, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Okay, Cosite 11%, Scordite 28%, Proxier 60%. Proxier 60%. That's not bad. That's not a bad moon. 1x on that. Jaspit 38%. Bistot 42%. Jaspit is 273. Yeah, this one's maybe even worth a little bit more on that one. 25% Amber, forget it. 17% Kernite, forget it. 20% Hemophorite, forget it. And 36% Silite, absolutely forget it. Here's Crocite, 43%. It's good enough for one tick. Nice, 23%. Jaspit, 33%. Proxiers, 33%. Wow. That one's pretty nice. Hemophorite, 64%. It's 213. It's kind of low-paying stuff, you know, especially when you look at like Nice, it's 362. But it is still in the realm of stuff. Let's see, Plagalese, 24%. That's worth more. This will get one check on it. Yeah, wait. Is it on the right one? Yeah, I was on the wrong one. Okay, this one, Scordite, Jaspit, Plagalese. Yeah. Arcanor, 26%. Jaspit, 29%. Omber is crap. Zeolites are crap. Get one mark there. "58% Hemophorite, and then Omber. One check on that. Crocite, 30%. 59% Bistot. That's actually not too bad. Proxiers, 51%. 236. That's good for one. Arcanor, 21%. Crocite, 20%. One mark on that. You want the stuff with the more access first. But it's actually a lot more likely that there's going to be something on those already. You're bored of having to be sacrificed? You need somebody else to be the meat shield? Oh. Wow, look at that. First one went down. I got 21 million off of that. And I'm right next to another rock. I had 21 million off that one asteroid. Start sloughing stuff off into the other apartments. All right, Michelle. Well, I may choose new victims sometime soon. Okay. It's back to here. Nice, 35%, 50%, 6% Arcanor. Holy cow. So, this is 510. This is an amazing moon. Hodge 510. See if there's anything there.
Warp drive active.
There is a station here, and they're not doing anything. They're low power. Hey, another one just went up. Another 21 million. Okay, so on this right here, in these cases, when it's low power, it really means that we can close this. It means that they're just not here and with it. They don't care. They've let it run out of fuel. Let's look at its bio. There's nothing in the bio. Mining, they have 8 member count. This is one where I would contact them if you're interested in it and offer them $1 billion for the station. Unless it's fit with something really fancy. But I'd offer them $1 billion for the station and just offer to buy it from them. They're not doing anything with it. And this one, this moon right here, 35% Nice, 56% Arcanor. Nice, 362, Arcanor, 294. It's really good stuff. Really good stuff. So, and they're not active. And I did that with some of the other stuff. I offered to buy stations from some people. So, yeah. All right, let's continue looking at these, marking these up. That's a really nice one. Bistot, 17%, 29%, Arcanor, 19%, Plagalese. It's good for actually probably 2 ticks. Spodium, 46%, 36% Plagalese. This is another triple. That is a really nice moon. Very nice. (26% Spodumane, 29% Proxiers. Yeah, that's another really nice one. Nice, 33%, 45% Crocite. Damn. The moons in this system are really, really nice. These have a really high content of things. What would happen if you just took it over instead of buying it? Well, you have to declare war against them and you have to shoot it down. You could do that. You still have to buy a station and put it up there, too. Why not just offer to buy it from them? If they don't answer you, then declare war on them, if you want. War takes a lot of resources, though. Bistot, 35%, Ochre and Bitlumens. Actually, I don't like this moon. I don't think it makes the cut. 44% Crocite, 1 mark. This is no, all the way. Spodumane, 32%. Yep, that gets a mark. Nice, 31%. Arcanor, 31%. That's really nice. Jaspit, 44%, 19% Plagalese. That's actually a nice moon. This one, just a little bit of Plagalese, only 20%. I don't think that cuts it. I don't think that makes the cut. Arcanor, 27%, 30% Crocite, 30% Bistot. That's a nice looking moon. Spodumane, 41%. Spodumane is really good stuff, by the way. It's big, but it's really good stuff. Yeah, that's a 2-star because of how much it's got. 33% Spodumane. Jaspit, 27%. Kernite, 62%. Nope, that one doesn't make the cut. Nice, 19%. God. Hebergite and Hemophrite. Hemophrite, 213. Hebergite, 181. 19% Nice. Bitlumens. I actually am not going to mark that one. It's just not a high enough percentage of Nice. This one's 25%. And Hebergite and Kernite. God, just 1 tick on that. Arcanor, 26%. Yeah, I'm not marking that one. Spodumane, 20%. Proxiers, 18%. Kernite, 30%. Silite, 30%. It's basically 38% worth of good stuff. Just 1 mark. Arcanor, 33%. 1 mark. Spidomain 18. Nope, not marking that one. Jaspit 27%. Proxiers 31%. Ombre 1 mark on that. Arcanor 37%. 1 tick. Yeah, nothing on that. Here we go. Spidomain 20%, 22% Bistot. Cosite's 29%. Cosite's good if you want the moon goo. That's the best one. Ombre is worth nothing. It's crap. Veldspar 38%. That's the first Veldspar we've seen out of the system. I wonder if the system is rich in these other kinds of stuff. Yeah, I can make an auto value stuff for the moons. I already have. It's just it takes a little bit of work. There's some finagling with it to make it all work right. But I'll be doing that once I have finished scanning all of these moons. So I do have the formulas already and the code. It's just that I can't do it on the fly. It actually takes a bit of work to put it all together because you have to. The formulas don't handle these spaces well and stuff, and it's just a little bit ugly. So a little bit of setup for it. Hey, Bistot and Crocite. That one's a void. Bistot 26%. Jaspit 29%. Yeah, it's good. Mies 29%. That's nice. Proxiers 29%. That's nice. Veldspar 54%. So 214. What else is with it? Hebergite 181. One tick there. So I do have formulas that'll auto-calculate the worth of each moon. But yeah, it just takes a little bit of work to massage it all, and there's a little bit of work on the formula left to be done. We've got a couple of working examples of it. I passed up a moon. This one, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I get to tick. Thanks for mentioning that. One tick on that. Spodium 35%, 28% Proxiers, 25% Crocite. Yep, that's pretty good. Spodium 26%, Veldspar 32%. Mies 53%, Crocite 17%. Holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I don't have any of them that are 4s. That is Moon 7, that's Planet 7, Moon 16.
Drive active.
If there's not a station there, holy cow. How much does an AFK work cost? About 900 to $1 billion. Yeah, there's a station here. They're not mining at the moment. What the hell? Nothing in their bio. Eight members. That is the most valuable moon. That might be the most valuable moon that I have seen in Highsec. That moon is amazing. They're not mining. It's fueled, it's not low power. But they're not paying attention. %, Spodumane. Arcanor, 39%. That's pretty good. Wow, here's 78% Hemophorite, 21% Silite. 213. It's such a high concentration of it. 32% Gneiss, 32% Arcanor, 25% shit, and 9% shit. Boy, this one is really middle of the road. 40% of middle of the road. I don't like it. Crocite, 32%, 27% Plagalese, 30% Jaspit. Yeah, I like that one. Proxier's 41, Bistot 33. Okay, there we go. They're all done up. So there you have it, folks. And so it's on the schedule, exclamation point schedule. There's some tabs here. There's Tarta, Zuhen, Saren, and Haji now. All done up. I encourage you guys to go put stations out there.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Mining's kind of relaxing. What do you guys think? Maybe this music's not so relaxing, but the mining is.
Warp drive active.
Okay, I'll get my orca out now.
Warp drive active.
I'll be mining too.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Got just a little bit of ore at this spot. I don't know how much ore I've got now. In fact, I don't even know how much I'm worth right now. I've spent a lot lately. I've lost a few big ships doing things. I guess maybe it's time to check.
Warp drive active.
Let's see here. See if I can fire up JEV assets. I haven't run it in a little while. See what we can do here. So if you haven't seen the JEV Assets program, I'll show it to you. It basically finds all your stuff. It's one of the things I use it for. It does some other stuff too. But helps you find all your stuff in a spreadsheet-like format. And runs in Java, which I've never been too keen on that, but
You, sir, rock.
what it is. And it does good for what it is. 24 months, good night. Woohoo! You now are officially in the 2-year club. There is 480 gold. Everybody here in your honor, thank you, good night. I appreciate it. Running updates on it. I haven't run it in a little while. I'll show you all what I end up with my assets. Has anyone ever bought one of the 15,400 PLEX packages? Just wondering. Yeah, like every day or more.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Tabor, thank you for following. Welcome.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so here is JEV Assets. And I know it's a little bit hard for you to read on this screen. Actually, let's see here. Put it up over here. Be a little bit easier to read there. That's 1080p monitor. One thing about this being Java is I can't resize the text. So we now I'm going to update it, and I'm going to update. I have all my accounts hooked up on this, so I'm going to let it download all the data. Found a moon with 45% spodium. That's really nice. Good night. Very, very nice. Is it one of them that we put on the list, or is it just someplace else? Yes, Highsec moons have null-sec ores. Yep. Have everything but Mercot. Mondu. Not familiar with where that is, but okay. Good for you. You'll make a lot of money off of that.
Warp drive
All right,
active.
so there's that. So now we're going to go to Tools. We're going to go to Worth, and then Tracker. And so I started using this again in September of last year. I actually lost all my previous data whenever they changed over to ESI or whatever. And so currently I'm worth, wow, that surprises me a little bit. I'm worth 395 billion. So it looks like since January 23rd, so 6 weeks, holy shit. In 6 weeks, I've gone from 364 billion to 395 billion in worth. So I've made 30 billion in 6 weeks. Wow. That's surprising even to me. I didn't realize that I had made that much. But alrighty then. So I have now. Let's see. So this is cool that it that it keeps track of your value. Do I buy PLEX? No. I have a little bit given to me from time to time, but I don't ever buy any. So, but I've had people gift some to me, but not usually a huge amount. So, all right.
Warp drive active.
Now we're going to go to Tools, and then we're going to go to Inventory, and then Tree. And so this is all of my assets. And so it doesn't track cash, but it tracks everything else. And so then I go to Value here, and I hit that twice. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. So anyway, now it says the Forge. I have 110 billion sitting there, and let's find out. Of course, Jita is 104 billion. Human, I apparently have 1.7 billion sitting there. I don't even know. What's in there that I have so much? Well, I have an obelisk there. Oh wait, I have 2 of them there. Well, how about that? So I just found a couple of freighters. And yeah, so there's a couple of freighters. And I bought those freighters for a really good price. I remember I have buy orders up for stuff that's really hard to move in really obscure regions. Freighters are one thing. Human is 3 jumps deep into low-sec, which means to get those freighters out of there, I'm going to have to fly multiple jumps through low-sec gates to get them out. And so that's kind of the trick of it, right? So all right.
Drive active.
Change my name to Marky Baller.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And then Vokashenko, I have 1.6 billion sitting there. Oh yeah, I have all my blueprints there. So I have these blueprints, which I really should. Holy shit! All right, I forgot about those. That's why we have this thing. So let me see here. It's on this guy, and let's see here. I'm probably too far away from them to control them. And let's see here. Jobs. They're all ready to be delivered. They're 27 jumps away. I don't think I can deliver it from that far and do 20 jumps. So, I've got, these are all components for building stations. And it looks like they're done. I started them. They went for a month. Oh my god, 6 weeks ago they were done. So I have forgotten about them. This is actually at the area where we used to do all of our mining, and but we just ran into too much problems. So anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to have to end up making a trip up there to start these jobs on the next phase, which I'm probably 2 months away from refining all of these materials that I've been mining. And so, you know, I can start more training on them, and that's just for material efficiency. It looks like I need to put time efficiency on these too. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do there, don't I? But that's one of the great things about that application is that it helps you with finding the stuff that you kind of forgot about. Corp is open to invite as long as you're already a hog. You have to already be a hog, and we'll let you in. Otherwise, you have to go through the Airhogs stuff. Want, thank you for following. Welcome. Alright, so this guy's going to start mining now too. I find stuff. Every time we look in here, I find shit. And like, see, here's someplace called OTO. Oh, I have Stratios there. Yeah, I remember that. Alright. I dropped that off there the other day. Atomo. 500 million in here. Oh, another Stratios. A Mammoth. And a bunch of other stuff in there. I find stuff every time. So that's in the Forge. Esoteria, that's where I live in Null. I've got, yeah, the majority of it at 2 stations, and I've got a little bit of stuff at some other stations, and I should, that's a Dreadnought. I should go pick that up before it gets delivered to someplace else that I don't want it to be when I'm not paying attention. Let's see here. Black Rise. That's mostly going to be, yeah, this is all of my, oh wait. Shit, I was on the wrong one. I have a right and I have a right monitor. I know, go figure. Black Rise, Onamon is,
to the dragons.
Faction Warfare. Miniert, thank you for following. Welcome. Lone Trek, 28 billion. Isle, 25. Is that billion? Okay. Oh my goodness. So I have a Nomad there, which is worth 9 billion for that one ship, jump freighter. I have a Nidhogger, Tengu, bunch of Exer Navy issues. That's all in low sec. I seem to have a bunch of stuff there. I've done a bunch of low sec farming up there. Now here's one, unknown location. This shit is in a citadel, or it's in a station that's player owned. I know which one it is because it has this chaotic guitar. Golly, look at all of it that's in there. Next thing that we got, holy shit. So next time we've got that stuff going on with events where people need that ore. I have 4, 5, 6. I have 7 billion worth of the chaotic tar, that is the stuff that is used for making the accelerators, and that went up so high in value. I had told you all to hold on to that stuff the first time we saw it, that I thought it was going to be used again later. It has gone up, like from the first time I mentioned that, it's gone up by like 40 times in value. So, yeah, it's like I have a freighter full of it sitting there. Or there's a freighter there. So I have all these characters that mine some of it, and it's worth so much. And that was just from one event. That was just from one event, and I already sold 4.5 or 5 billion of it. So you can't mine that stuff anymore. I mean, you can, but only when there's the events, and then it's only in small quantities. So maybe it's going to go up even more. That's a nice haul. Oh, and then, okay, so here in Genesis, so Agal, 8.5 billion. I've got some ships in here, but I've also got a lot of ore in these. Jod. Yeah, I have orcas sitting in there. Hurrah. And this is most of the stuff that I've mined. See all this ore here. So anyway, it's a really great program. I recommend it. Shut that off now. But I recommend that. You find all kinds of stuff you weren't even aware that you had. So, what ship am I flying? Which ship are you referring to? They're all orcas. All right, so I think we're about at the point we're going to today. So I don't usually stream as late on Saturdays. I get my weekend started. We are barbecuing burgers tonight and strawberry onions. Strawberry onions are amazing. In fact, I'll go get one and show one to you. Okay, so final call on the giveaway. Sorry, talking server stuff here. Final call on the giveaway, 110 Plex. Get in on that now. Exclamation point giveaway. I'm going to go grab a strawberry onion, and I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to show it to you, and you're all going to go, holy shit. Yeah.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So, yeah, and I'll explain what a strawberry onion is. So I'll be right back, everybody. All right, I'm back. Looks like this guy is done doing stuff. Hey, before we do the draw, so I told you I should show you the strawberry onion. And this is one of them. It's pretty big. It is, now the tops of it here, it's a little bit wilted and everything. But this was picked at a local farm the other day. And you can see that it's really big. But, and these are really good. We go to our local farm and they like pull them out of the ground for us, which is really cool. And if they're really fresh, we cut off the tops and you can eat the center of it out like heart of palm.
You, sir,
really cool.
rock.
But then you, the reason that they're so big, you won't find them in the stores like this. The reason that they're so big is because they are grown not for an onion for consumption. They are grown as a deterrent against pests for the strawberry fields. And so they're planted on the outside of the strawberry fields to create a natural barrier from stuff coming in. And so what happens is, because they're in such close proximity to strawberries, they actually take on a lot of taste like a strawberry. So they're crisp like an onion, but they're sweet like a strawberry, and they're strawberry onions. And so I'm going to cut that into about 3 slabs, and I'm going to grill it. And we're going to grill one of them up for like a sauteed type onion that we're going to put on burgers, and the other ones we're going to eat just cooked. So just plain, and they are so good. Yeah, we don't have them here all the time, so it's only a couple months out of the year that called companion planting. Yeah, Crazy's from around here. So, all right. So we got a couple things going on here too. Brody, thank you for following. Riverlock, Toby Merchant, Pons, thank you for following. Pi Joe Mama, thanks for the fleet. Shiro says Gonos. Okay. And Remus just subbed. So Remus, let me hook you up. We're going to hook you up with, there is 1,000 gold for you. Spend it however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the space prince. And then another 10 gold to everybody here in your honor. So thank you, thank you. And then outboard, they get sold as salad onions in Australia. Sweet no matter where you plant them. Yeah, all right. Thank you, outboard, for the support. So they're just great stuff here, and I really like them. So, all right, let's do this draw. Take me just a second to get it set up. I actually didn't have it set up. This is for the 110 PLEX. If you are the winner, I'll read off whatever name you put in and message you put in. If you didn't put in a name, I'll read off your real first name and just your last initials so that you know who you are, but that nobody, but you still keep your anonymity. And and you will receive an email from our store that will be, it'll look like a reply to the email that you got confirming your entry. So All right, so congratulations to Because. B-A-H-K-H-A-Z. Because. Just because. You won just because. So check your email. You'll find that contained within. Thank you for getting in on that, and thank you everybody else for entering in. All right. So that's going to be it for today. And we will see you all on Tuesday. We're going to have some Shroud of the Avatar, where we're going to get one of the dungeon things up and running. I talked to one of the devs about it, and I think we'll have it working by then. And Tuesday is also a release day for Eve, but I looked at it. There's not too much going on about it. There's not too much in it. It's a lot of maintenance stuff. So I decided we won't do a special show for that one that day. And so I will see you all Tuesday. Y'all have a great weekend and fly safe.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit.